So good afternoon to everyone. I would like to report about flowchart. So what is flowchart? A flowchart is a graphical or symbolic representation of a process. Each step in the process is represented by a different symbol and contains a short description of the process step. The flowchart symbols are linked together with arrows showing the process flow direction. So another definition of flowchart is can also be defined as a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm, a step-by-step approach to solving a task. This diagrammatic representation illustrates a solutions model in a given problem. Flowcharts are used in analyzing, designing, documenting, or managing a process or program in various fields. So this is an example of flow chart. So then let's go to the strategies in preparing a table. First, it's present only the capsule version of the whole process, just like the picture is just inside the box. So second is limit the number of shapes to avoid confusion. When you say limitation, do not add too much shapes because you will be confused with the flow chart. So note that shape has a corresponding, meaning some of the most basic shapes include rectangle. So what is rectangle? Rectangle, which is used to refer to an event which is part of the process. It is usually used for steps or actions taken. One step in the process, the step is written inside the box, usually one hour. Then note that shape has a corresponding meaning. Some of the most basic shapes include rectangle. So what is rectangle? Rectangle, which is used to refer to an event which is part of the process. It is usually used for steps or actions taken. One step in the process, the step is written inside the box, usually one arrow. So then note that shape has a corresponding meaning. Some of the most basic shapes include rectangle. So what is rectangle? Rectangle, which is used to refer to an event which is part of the process. It is usually used for steps or action taken. One step in the process, the step is written inside the box. Usually only the one arrow goes out of the box. While the diamond, which is used to show a decision point in the process. Generally, the next inside the diamond requires a yes or no response. A decision based on the question. The question is written in the diamond. More than one arrow goes out of the diamond, each one showing the direction the process takes for a given answer to the question. Often the answers are yes and no. The last is rounded box, which is used to represent an event which occurs atomically. It is usually used to denote the start and the end of the whole process. When we say denote, just alternate symbols for a start and end points. The third is provide a legend when necessary. Concise explanation of the symbols used in a chart, diagram, drawing, map, table, and etc. A legend is usually conspicuous by display in a tabular form. This legend explains the maintenance, management, schematic. It illustrates an effectively way to explain the maintenance program to personnel from all departments. As you read the diagram, follow the numerical sequence, noting the captions on the diagram and reading the corresponding explanation in the legend. The third is sequence the data from the left to right or top-bottom. Structuring a flowchart from the left to right makes the information easier to read and comprehend. Last is you can be creative in designing the flowchart, but do not make it too complicated and distracting. Creating a flowchart isn't as easy as it may seem, but all takes an eye for detail and a basic understanding of few industry standards to get started. Template can also help speed up the process. With these helpful tips, you'll be on your way to creating functional and beautiful flowchart diagrams for your team. You don't need a beautiful chart as long as you understand it. Keep it simple And thank you for watching my video.